Yo, 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 Sim Rover's back here, guys. I'm so excited for this video. One, as I mentioned in the previous video, I've been putting in a lot of work on perfecting this dude right here. Now, I'm not as crazy about the game as some people would be, and they would be spending mountains amount of money to get duplicates of this Ichibe. And I'm sure somebody has done that because that's pretty much the only way, unless your luck is just miraculous or divine. So, yeah, I didn't get any dupes of him, and let's just take a look at his setup because this beast cranks out. So don't get this. He clocks in his normal attack damage. These attacks, these ones, and those attacks. There are four of them, and the fourth move is circular, so it hits everybody around him. 30,000, between 30,000 and 40,000 damage. Now he has Espada Killer. Yeah, there it is. Espada Killer. And so when I attacked Salazaparo, I could not believe, like, this is just stupid dumb. Like, amount of strength this guy has is monstrous. And I don't even have focus for this. I only have attack. And I got it all the way to level 10, which is amazing. 500 plus to the base stat. Fantastic. But I don't have the focus one. So just imagine if you got the focus. But the highest damage I clocked against Salazaparo was 55,000. But, as you know, he has Flurry, which means his normal attacks do double damage. So do the math. 55,000, which is in its own right, is basically dropping a special bomb in a single normal attack. But because of Flurry, he's doing 100 and between 105 and 110,000 freaking damage. Like, what the crap? That is just stupid strong. Crazy. And I have the perfect setup for him. I didn't use any Pupples or Yuki, because the Pupples makes your focus go down to 0, and focus is a stat you want to keep. So we have a Chappie here with 30, 30, so 30 all stats, and then 30 attack, percentage, of course. And then the gold Chappie, which is 36% all stats and 30 attack. And then we have the hollow bait, which gives you 30 focus and 30 attack, plus the second effect of 30 attack. And on top of that, if that's not enough as it is, we have max link slots across the board with some very good normal attack character links. So we have 25% normal attack here with a oh lordy, sorry, excuse me. With a 16% damage taken, which I think his soul trait. Excuse me, lordy. He is 16% damage taken for his soul trait. I drank a soda before this, so if I have any carbonation, that's from that. And then we have 25% normal attack here. So what we will do in a short moment here is simulate this on the you know what, let's do the legend level of a raid battle, to get raid characters. I was thinking of doing co-op, but then I have to wait for people to join. But take a look at his base stat up here. 1,281 in the top right hand corner. I wish I had the brush feature so I could draw, but 1,281. Then we have a total of 860. I did not stutter there. 2,860 attack, which comes from the all the same attribute characters here, blue, blue, blue across the board, utilizing their stats going across the board, as well as the accessories. So that's awesome. That's amazing. That is stupid, crazy. And since he's blue, blue is like water, and water puts out fire. So let's do the Aizen here. So just him by himself. He is a powerhouse. Ridiculous. So, oh, I wanted to check out that guy's Ichibe. But, alright. Single normal, 12,000 and 13,000 ish. 14,000. 14,000. That's almost 15,000, guys. And guarding, he does 1,600 plus, the flurry. So that's double. And then his final all around does. Look at that. I'm not even breaking their guards. So he has the ability to fight through barriers, which is for Norta or Yuhabak. But the guarding, it doesn't break these guards. But he's so powerful that even his attacks against a guard, a hollow with his guard up, he's destroying it. I don't have to break its guard with my strong attacks. But just look at these numbers. 19,500. That's almost 20,000. But that's flurry, so that's 40,000 damage. I've never had any character do this amount of damage. 17,000, 18,000, and remember that's flurry, so you have to double that. So this is getting close to the final attack. Does 30,000. The ones in look at this. Look at this. You monster. Who is this man? Now, to explain a few things. Basically, he has the power, as far as his abilities go, he has the power to control all that is black. Whatever that means. His first strong attack, the hand, he can manifest his arm, his hand, and make it appear wherever. And basically, when I read the wiki in the show, he hits Yuhabak, and smacking with it sends him flying at like 1,000 miles or something. Insane. So whenever he does Wucha, that palm thrust ain't no joke. Now this game can't do that because if they sent the hollows flying across, it would not turn out like that. And then let's watch this. And this, he's in his Bankai form. And essentially, I'm going to pause that. You saw there's a house that formed, and whenever you're looking at him in the base screen, he has a paintbrush. But whenever he goes into a Shikai form, his brush changes whenever you start playing, and now there's a blade. So whenever he swings that blade, paint, black ink, is coming out of the brush, the blade that's now there. And anything, instead of cutting, instead of slicing the enemy, anything he hits with that ink loses its name. Now he can control the severity of the amount of losing the name. So what do I mean by that? Say you want to weaken the body, the entire body of this person you're fighting. So if you want to weaken them completely to where they have 0 strength, you would take away the letter B-O-D-Y. All of it would be gone. And they couldn't do diddly squat. Now, if he wanted to, and he wanted to be merciful, he could cut body in half, so it just has BO or BOD. Well, actually, BO, yeah, in the word body. So just BO. So he cut the word in half. So therefore, the body of that enemy that he's fighting loses half of their strength. So when he fought Yuhabak, he painted him and attacked him with the ink and weakened his arm and took off the letter M. So just A, R, and no letter M. So he cut his strength in half, making his arm weak. Now, whenever he goes into Bankai form, he is able to change the name of a person, and it impacts their power to reflect that which he had just named them. So if you want to make somebody, which he did this to Yuhabak, he changed his name to Ant, which therefore he could step on him like an ant and defeat him, which is insane. But that special, this one right here, in his Bankai form, he summons his house, and this was the final attack he used on Yuhabak. So basically, it's kind of hard to explain, but he takes away black from the enemy. And this, I don't understand how black works, because he controls all that is black. And so basically that means he is ripping away the flesh, the bones, everything. He's taking it away. And so that attack is unbelievable. It strips them of their flesh, their blood. It's really gory. That's why it's black and white at the end of it. But it's just crazy, because he can just strip away their blood and their flesh and everything about them. Ridiculous. Now, I wanted to test out full damage boost with these guys. Because one, I've never tested them out. So this will be 20% damage at full stamina. So I can't lose any stamina. So I have to focus. Plus 20% stronger. So it's 40, 40, 40, 80. What is it? There's a list here. Force damage boost 60% plus 110% from strong attack. Damage? Yeah? But enough talking. Let's just take a look. So we're looking between 30 and 40,000 for normal attacks, and 40,000 in the higher range. Got 14,000. Well, he's still... So we got 13,000, 14,000. It's almost to 30,000. Let's try to get a final attack in. $16,000. No, I think the previous setup was much better. So percentage, that was a critical hit. That was 19,000. So percentage is not always better. So if you're asking yourself what's better, getting max link slots or like, is it worth it getting max link slots is the question. Yes, it is, because it raises it more than the percentage amount would, if that makes sense. And then this third strong attack of his was like a dragon, and I don't remember that from when I read the wiki. But if you look at his weapon right now, you see the blade. It's not a paintbrush anymore. And whenever you start the battle, he says something, which means he basically transformed it to his uh, Shikai. Yep, there's the blade. Whenever you start the battle. So yep, that rips their flesh off, their blood. He takes it all. Just crazy stuff. Oh man. So that's him. Um, Again, let's look for comparison. I'm going to show you another character shortly. No, keep him. Oh, wait, there we go. Strong attack. Oh no, not strong attack, normal. I'm going to show you Retsu Christmas version in a little bit. Lovely. Alright. So, to show you the difference between Retsu and him, the total added to the attack stat here was 2,828. Right? Let's take a look at Retsu. Retsu is my next beast of a character. She's really good. And before we can look at her, we need to understand what she was like at first. And actually, let's do a comparison. Ichibe at level 200, look at the attack in the top right. His base max attack before doing anything to him is 781. And then, after doing everything, the base stat went from 781 to 1,281, which is godly amazing. And now, let's take a look at the Retsu I'm about to show you, as I have fully maxed her out. We're not going to play as her right now, but I'm just going to show her off. So here she is. If you don't do anything to her, her spiritual pressure is at 778, which is still fairly high. It's not as high as more recent characters, but that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Really good, actually. 778. Now, let's take a look at her now. Going from 778 base spiritual pressure to 1,778. That's crazy. Level 10 base stat increase 500. And why is the base stat so much higher than Ichibe? Because of this. Plus, it's the best spiritual pressure you can get, 3 stars for the extra stat boost. Another 500. Basically, it's this. Another level 10. 500, that's 1,000. It's redonkulous. Crazy. And next up, I'm going to be working on, she's not perfected, I'm going to hold off on doing a gameplay video for her. But next up is the focus stat. Once I max that to level 10, she's going to be a monster. And then these will be for durability, and these will help once I get to them. But currently, I need to put back on the rarity. Change this. Blah blah blah. That. Okay, there we go. So she has max link slots. And the best setup, you can pause the video if you want to take a look at these. Okay. And, yeah, max link slots across the board. And 2,853. If you look at that, 2,853. plus that. So that's about 4,000 to 5,000 damage as a normal attack. But she is frenzy, so doubles. So she's gonna be really good, and I can't wait to show her to you guys once I max her out of her focus, because that's the main damage stat. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed all that. But if that's anything, remember, this is Simmer over here, and I'll talk to you all next time. Ciao.